Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is a video from Mariamclassic Essentials Plus and I am Mariam the man. This is the making of homemade liquid laundry detergent. Um, this laundry detergent is going to be used mainly for machine washes. It's not like you can use it for hand wash, but it's mainly for machine washes. Now here I am measuring out sulfonic acid. That is the black liquid that I first measured out, then followed by my homemade Texapon SLES. Then I am measuring out some warm water that I'm going to use to dilute or dissolve my preservative. I am using methyl paraben as my preservative. It dissolves easily and well in warm to hot water, and it is a broad spectrum preservative. At least it can be able to do some work up to a pH of 12. So here you see me wearing gloves, trying to prepare myself for the production proper. I'm weighing out sodium carbonate here, which is soda ash. I'm weighing out the dense one, 150 grams of the soda ash dense. Then I'm going to dilute it, like dissolve it in water. And here I'm weighing out natrosol called hydroxyethyl cellulose. It is used as a thickening agent. It helps to thicken and keep your production stable in that thick jelly form. Okay, then this is the water that I want to use to dilute my soda ash into a solution. Soda ash is actually a chemical that needs to be stirred very well for it to dilute. It is not a chemical you can just pour water, stir a little, and you keep. If not, it will form crusts, like ice crusts beneath it. So you have to mix it very well. Here I just weighed out my methyl paraben and I am diluting. I've diluted it in water. The water that you see on the screen here is actually clean water. Don't mind the color. It's because I just finished making a handmade soap for someone and I still had some crusts underneath the bucket when I added the water. So that's why the water turned like soapy color. So here I have added in my natrosol and I'm mixing. I decided to use a whisk today and I noticed that the whisk is far much better when you're mixing than either a spatula or a turner. So I really like the fact that I use a whisk here. It made my turning and my stirring much easier. So when you pour in nitrosol, it's something that you have to mix for a particular period of time for you to allow it to be able to hydrolyze easily. Okay, when it hydrolyzes, it helps to thicken the liquid. Here I am adding in my sodium carbonate solution. Now before I added it, I had added my preservative, dissolved preservative. Okay, now I am adding in my sodium carbonate solution. Okay, I added 150 grams here, but you will see me later weighing another batch of 100 grams, which I still dissolved and still added it into the solution or into this production. The reason I did that was because I am making a liquid laundry detergent. Now, a laundry detergent requires some level of washing power, and sodium carbonate is known as soda ash, is also known as washing soda. It helps to lift out stains from clothes. Another ingredient I was supposed to add here was borax. Borax is another booster detergent that helps to boost the ability of the sodium carbonate to lift out stains from clothes. But I could not find my borax, so that was the reason why I ended up adding another 100 grams of soda ash. Else, I was supposed to add 100 grams of borax. So I am going to make another batch, which I am going to post with borax by the time I buy another one. So here I have measured, I've weighed and dissolved the soda ash and in water, and I've added it to this production that I'm making right now. So the total of 250 grams of soda ash was used for this production. Now, frankly, this is just a formula that I just concocted in my head. This is not a copycat formula. This is not a formula that I got from anyone. No, it's just something that I'm trying to like form and build a formula that will be very good for cleaning clothes. At the same time, will not quickly or easily make the clothes go bad. Okay, like fade the clothes quickly. So it's a formula that I'm trying to generate. Okay, so here I am adding in my mixture of my foaming agents, which is the homemade Texapon and the sulfonic acid, which is Lapsa. Okay, so here you have to do some serious stirring. It requires some vigorous stirring so that you can be able to properly incorporate all of them together. After this is done, you will stir very well and you allow the production to sit. Okay, at times like this, I really wish I had an overhead stirrer. It would have done very good work for me here, or a pneumatic mixer. Because the overhead stirrer, if you have a production of like up to 10 liters, you can use an overhead stirrer for it, depending on the capacity of the overhead stirrer. Okay, it can stir up to 10 liters for you. There are some that even can stir up to 20 liters from what I heard. So I was checking my pH here and I got a 9.0. I was not really satisfied with the result, with the pH I got, because I just finished the production. It is actually allowed to sit so that the reaction will be complete. Sometimes it takes a minimum of 2 hours for that reaction to be complete, so that all the chemicals that I use will come together, homogenize, and react to give you what you actually want. Then, of course, the bubbles will actually rest. Now, when I say 2 hours, it does not mean that in 2 hours all the bubbles or all the foaming will go down. No, you have to like leave it for a minimum of 24 hours for that to happen. Sometimes less. So this is the next day morning, and as you can see, the bubbles have gone down, and this is what I have. Mind you, there is a part I did not add in this video. Initially, when I came to check what I had, it was much more viscous than this. Much more viscous than this. So off camera, I had to add like up to a liter of water to make it to be able to be fluid, for me to turn it or for me to stir it easily this way. Okay, so it still did not affect the pH or anything, or I believe the potency. So here I want to test the pH again of the product. Here I think it has stayed up to like almost 24 hours. It's not up to 24 hours here, but it has stayed a bit. It that stayed like about 16-18 hours, I think, between 16 to 18 hours, I'm sure. So I am trying to stir it into water, and I dip in my pH strip, and there I have the result. It's on, I think I got a pH of 10 or so, between 9 and 10. Okay, I got a pH of between 9 and 10. Perfectly what I actually wanted. I actually wanted a minimum of pH of 9 and a maximum of a pH of 11, because it's a laundry detergent. I did not want anything that was too harsh towards the alkaline area, and I did not want anything that was too mild towards the neutral area. I wanted something that will have some level of effect to be able to lift out debts or lift off debts from clothes. Okay, so I needed a pH of between 9 and 11, and I got that. So for a first trial, I think I was happy with the results that I got. So I stirred that back in, and here after this I just added fragrance that I wanted to use, just a little fragrance. I think I added about 25 ml or so of fragrance. I normally take a portion of my liquid wash and I mix it in with the fragrance, because fragrances they can be very potent. They can collapse a batch. So if you see, you'll notice that this is so very runny, very, very runny. It just completely and totally collapsed that little one in the cup. So I mixed it very well, and I poured it back in the main batch. Now, if you want to add color, that time when you're mixing the fragrance, that is when you add color in the cup. I don't add color directly into my batch. I just add it in the little cup, then I add to the whole batch. But because it was for laundry, I decided not to add color. I decided to leave it colorless. But most times my laundry liquid detergents, I like adding blue to it. But this time around, I decided to leave it colorless. So let me leave it like that, and so that I know I'm not dealing with any color change on clothes, because sometimes the colors that we get here are not the original colors. They are colors that stain. They don't really stain your clothes, but they'll dull your clothes over time. I've noticed that. Okay, so this is the production of my homemade liquid laundry detergent. I hope you did find this video very interesting and you learned a thing or two from it. Feel free to practice yours in a bigger, either you downsize it or you double the batch and make yours. So thank you very much for watching. Thank you for all your support. Thank you, all my subscribers. God bless you all. And thank you for being here for me and for clicking on to watch my videos. God bless you. Bye bye.